So did you go down to Georgia to see this movie, this 2000 Mules movie?
No, that's too dangerous. I went to Deepest, Darkest Hollywood to see the standing room only opening. The Mules were just filling the place.
Yeah, because I had heard rumors that you were going to go down. But in any case, so tell us about this. Dinesh D'Souza has a new movie out that he and Donald Trump think is going to put Trump in the White House in 2024. Tell us about it.
Oh, indeed. Okay, it's called 2000 Mules, and here is the stone-cold evidence that the election was stolen from Donald Trump, that you have Soros and Zuckerberg and Stacey Abrams spending hundreds of millions of dollars to buy almost 1 million stolen ballots or traffic them and hand them to 2,000 mules. These are black men who are stuffing the drop boxes in Georgia, in Atlanta, in Detroit, Philadelphia, and that's how Trump lost the election. It was stolen from him by these mules. Now, here's the thing, Tom. Now, you may laugh at this, that these mules are stuffing the ballot, the drop boxes. In fact, these guys have the stone cold proof. They got every single, when you drop your ballot into a drop box, Tom, in Georgia or anywhere else, there is a camera which takes pictures. They got all the video, which is public, of every voter dropping off a ballot. And they said that they had photos. They showed a black man going to a ballot box, leaving his car, putting a couple of ballots. When you drop off ballots, most people have a couple from their family, which is legal.
Right, I would
in every
drop off
state,
Louise's,
right? Yeah, exactly. So he's dropping off a couple of ballots. They show another black man with a dog putting in a ballot. And you have Larry Elder there says, "Oh, my God," and this is a quote, "This is smoking gun. This is O.J. Simpson being seen leaving the scene of a crime." This is a black man stuffing a ballot box. So, to most people, I think it would be a picture of a black man voting. But understand, they say they have all the photos. They said this one guy went to 27 different boxes. The average mule goes to 25 drop boxes. They have all of the film. But
this
Tom,
is their allegation. But they
won't show it.
Do they name any of these people?
Oh, that's the other thing, is that they have their names, right? There are of these 2,000 to 54,000 mules. They have names. They said they have bad reputations. They're violent, but they didn't name one. Now, I'm an investigative reporter. I've never done a story in my life where I found a perpetrator of a crime and didn't name them. In fact, that's the point. When we filmed the bad guys, the neo-Nazis beating up the teacher in Charlottesville, our man C.T. Roberts, we put their pictures on the front of the Daily News until they were all found and arrested. So these are bad guys. Why not, as Trump would call them, why not name them and shame them? Worse, they claim that these people were paid by so-called not-for-profit organizations, and they show Stacey Abrams' picture. They show Mark Zuckerberg's picture. They say that Zuckerberg and Warren Buffett and George Soros have the money to buy all these ballots.
So let me get this straight.
They can say that they did it. They didn't confront them.
Right. So they've got video of black men voting, and sometimes putting 2 or 3 ballots into a ballot box because they're bringing the ballots from their family in and posting them. So you got black men voting. They're claiming that these black men are voting in multiple locations, but they don't have video of that, do they?
They have the video, but they won't show it on the film. They have the video.
They claim to have video of these black men voting in multiple locations, but they only show them voting in one location every single case. And
now here is their. I just want to mention because I don't want.
I just want to toss this. Yeah. And this is all paid for by a couple of Jews, Zuckerberg and Soros.
Right. Now they don't say what the evidence is. They've never confronted them. They say that they're using not-for-profit organizations, but they don't say which not-for-profit organization. I mean, Stacey Abrams has Verified Georgia. So if are they the ones handing out this money, committing these crimes? And here's the other thing. Here's their big piece of smoking gun evidence. They use geo-tracking, and this is what impresses everyone in the audience, going wild, all these Trumpsters. By the way, these places were standing room only all over the country on the release of this film, and it started at Mar-a-Lago, by the way, where it was released. But their big thing is that they use geo-tracking. They bought 1 trillion data points of cell phones, and they were showing, look, here are these mules, these 2,000 people who've gone by not just one drop box, but many drop boxes, 6, 7, 8, on the average of 25 drop boxes. And Tom, what they don't tell you is that geo-tracking, yes, Walmart uses it. You can go and buy. I can look up people going by Thom Hartmann's home or something. It's only accurate within 30 meters, about 93 feet. So if you are jogging down the street and you go past 3 drop boxes, but you're across a highway, but you're 93 feet away, you are clearly a mule. They don't tell people. They give the impression that they are tracking people right to the drop boxes.
Well, how many of these people were like Uber drivers or mailmen or I mean,
or Greg Palast? I was filming and went to many drop boxes. But the thing is, and also most drop boxes are at state buildings. If you go to the state, they say, oh, people are going past this to this drop box every day, the same people. Well, if you work in that state building, you will walk within 50, 60 feet of that drop box. You're a mule.
Every day.
But
so, my understanding of the way that geolocation data is sold, there's this huge brokerage business of this stuff. I mean, I wrote about it in the Hidden History of Big Brother, but it's only the federal government can tell you who that person is. So if you're buying geolocation data and saying, oh, look, there's somebody who goes by goes by 24 drop boxes, there's no way to say that this is that particular black man. It could have been, a white Uber driver. I mean, it could have been anybody.
Well, I think that they should rename the film 2000 Mailmen, because we know that they go by a lot of down the streets every day, right? Passing. But now we could laugh at this, but it's very dangerous stuff. Understand that they are claiming, they flash Soros, this picture, Zuckerberg, Stacey Abrams, but they don't actually say that they're the ones making the payments. By the way, they don't explain why they would hire people to go to drop boxes where they are being filmed. When
you can just put the ballot in the mail.
We just put in the mailbox, which aren't being filmed. The other thing is you have to understand is that, remember, every single drop box and mail-in ballot in America has to be signed and the signature checked. So they're claiming that they had 817,000 ballots perfectly forged, and that no one with hundreds of thousands, they said, were stolen. No one walked into a polling station and said, hey, what do you mean I've already voted in a drop box? I haven't voted yet. My ballot was stolen. How come we don't have stolen ballot complaints? How come they went to drop boxes instead of mailboxes? And why is the only evidence a black man walking up to a box, putting in his ballot, and leaving once? This is literally the evidence. And again, it looks very fancy with satellites and computer dots.
This is just Alex Jones 101, Greg. I mean, this is that's amazing.
But it's going to be the excuse to say the vote shouldn't be certified in 2024, and then we have a 12th Amendment election. You're the expert on that, so I'll let you pick it up from there.
Yeah, okay. Greg Palast. And by the way, it's all over at his website right now, gregpalast.com. Check it out, or Greg_Palast on Twitter. Thanks, Greg.
Okay, and Buzz Flash.
Great talking with you. Thank you.